Hello, everyone, and happy fall. My name is Cherise Mauser. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams in beautiful Savannah, Georgia. Just like it's important to know different neighborhoods, it's important to know local lenders in your area. Why? Because everybody's needs and wants are different. Today, I'm here with local lender Tommy Patterson. Thank you, Tommy, for joining us today and educating us a little more on the lending process.
My pleasure.
Tell us a little bit about yourself personally and describe what best role you play as a lender and what your value is.
Okay. I'm Tommy Patterson. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I just moved to Savannah around 4 years ago. I try to just educate the public on the benefits of being a homeowner through, the tax benefits or the building equity, or just the fact that you're paying a mortgage. Why not pay your own? And just educate the public on, different type of options that are out there to a potential buyer to purchase a property.
And what areas do you serve?
All of Georgia. I'm licensed in the state of Georgia, so all the way up to North Georgia, all the way down to South Georgia, all over the state.
And is Nexa like a nationwide company?
We're licensed, I think, in 48 states. So if you are in another state, I can refer you to someone in your state, and they can take good care of you.
Great. So what myths are you seeing typically that are making buyers hesitate?
A lot of myths the biggest myth that I come across is you need, 20% for a down payment, or even a down payment period. There's several loan programs out there, whether it's, VA or USDA or down payment assistance, where basically you don't need any money for a down payment. Of course, there's always closing costs and prepaids, but a lot of myths that I run into are people asking about, hey, I don't have 20% down. Who does have 20% down? It's just a myth. You do not need 20% down to purchase a home.
And what obstacles do you think buyers have?
I think a lot of times it's just they might have too much debt, or their credit scores are a little lower. But all that can be fixed, whether that's paying off your debt or increasing your credit score. It's not an overnight thing for sure. When you're working on fixing your credit score or improving your credit score, I should say, it does take time. And sometimes it does take money, because a lot of times in order to increase your score, you might need to pay off or pay down some things. So sometimes it does take time.
And you help navigate with that.
Absolutely.
Good.
Yeah.
And since there's more days on the market and more inventory, and I'm noticing some price reductions right now because we're in fall and it typically cools off this time of year. If you were a seller and you have your home on the market a little while and you want to try to entice a buyer, what is it that you could do to help with that for a win-win?
Yeah, so I would definitely recommend the seller paying, closing costs. There is a limit for each loan program. I would definitely encourage the seller, instead of reducing the price, to offer seller paid contributions. For FHA loan, they can pay up to 6%, which should cover all of your closing costs or prepaids. Conventional 3%, VA 4%, and USDA 6%. So I would that would be the biggest thing they could do.
Good to know. And you would keep us on track which ones are which.
Absolutely.
And what is the common cause of loans to fail?
From my experience, sometimes that loans have fell through is, I had a lady quit her job the day before closing, and we do a verification of employment within 48 hours of the closing date, and we did the verification of employment the morning of the closing, and once we did that, we found out that she quit her job the day before, so obviously it canceled that closing. I've had someone in the middle of being pre-approved and under contract, they went out and bought a brand new boat, and during the process, the underwriters do soft pulls. So once that populated, that put their debt to income way higher than it needed to be. So we had to terminate that contract. But those are the two biggest things: employment and acquiring additional debt that wasn't needed during the pre-approval process.
And what's the best way to contact you?
I'm on Facebook, Tommy Patterson, the Bald Mortgage Guy, Instagram, the Bald Mortgage Guy, and TikTok, the Bald Mortgage Guy. And my email address is tpatterson.
He's all over the place.
tpatterson at nexamortgage.com. And my phone number is 770-654-8599.
Thank you. And thank you guys for watching. Just remember, if you need loan assistance or you know someone that needs help navigating, contact Tommy. Thank you so much for watching.